Cafe Anyway.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Episode 1479, I think, today. Mike's Daily Podcast, broadcasting from Cafe Anyway, located somewhere in Podcastro Valley, Mont. I'm your host, Mike Matthews, at the last place on earth. Today, we will hear from, the Brewmaster, the Disgruntled Fiddle Player,
Mike's Daily Podcast,
Benita, the Rodeo Queen, and KATIE Garibaldi is back. Woo! That is awesome, isn't it?
Mike's Daily Podcast.
She's a singer-songwriter that I've talked to a couple of times, and she doesn't mind when my words don't sound the same similarly when they don't rhyme. I am done with this song that I was singing. She can write much, much better than I.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
But I'm all excited, woo, to talk to KATIE Garibaldi. So stick around because
Mike's
first I'll do a little thing
Daily
where I'll talk to these people
Podcast
that will walk into Cafe Anyway.
Yeah!
By the way, if you're in the Bay Area, KATIE Garibaldi has a very cool thing happening. She is going to be performing at a church at the, it is called the, oh, look who just walked in. Hi, Mike, it's Benita the Rodeo Queen. How you doing?
It's a disgruntled fiddle player, tell you what.
What?
I hear y'all got someone who's got like a beautiful voice that's going to sing on the show today and whatnot. Hey, what can I say?
That's right. And look who else is here.
Hello, Mike. I make the delicious root beer on the Brewmaster. Oh, boy. Root beer.
You know, we have to have root beer every once in a while. Bethany United Methodist Church. That's where she's going to be. Bethany United Methodist Church. Say it with me. Bethany United Methodist Church in San Francisco, December 2nd. Doors open at 7. Show starts at 8. I'm going to be there. You should be there, too. Her album comes out, Home Sweet Christmas, very soon. And I will mess up the title of that album during the interview today. So get ready for that. Get ready. Get ready. I went to Niles yesterday.
And here's today's podcast picture.
It's not a picture of Niles. It's a picture of this guy who just walked in.
Hello, Mike. This is John Deere, the engineer, and I'm very happy to be here.
Excellent. That kind of energy is what we need on this show. Because it is so flat. Flat! Like a pancake. The rest of the show, I will be doing a horrible Italian stereotype. And I hope you like it. I got the cheese all over my pizza. What I was saying was, now let's go into another part of our world. And that would be Niles, California, celebrating Dia de los Muertos and the amazing festival they have there every year, which I had no idea about, but my one podcast listener, Sylvia, told me about it. It is beautifully done. All the skeletons, the calaveras, right? Am I so far right with my Spanish? Espanol? And there was somebody dressed as, I think was Zapato? Pancho Villa? One of those two. And a bride, and they had the skeleton face, and there were beautiful altars. It's called the Altar Walk. And it was in downtown Niles, next to Fremont and Union City in the East Bay. Check it out next year. But John Deere and I, disgruntled John Deere, the engineer tractor player. Huh? I just made an amalgam of all my characters. And I are in the cartoon today, the podcast picture. So check it out at MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST-1479-Forward. It is not a good day. I'm trying to keep upbeat and happy, but there is a lot of horrible stuff going on. A man opened fire on a church in South Texas today, killing several people and wounding others. Also, 2 were shot in the parking lot of a church in Fresno, St. Alphonsus. just horrible things. I hope we move away from these horrible episodes of violence. Monday, by the way, after daylight savings time, ends in the fall, which I heard a couple people say you fall back and spring forward. No. It's fall forward, spring back. It's always just remember FFSB. FFSB. FF is in fast forward, like you used to have on your cassette player, and SB because Santa Barbara rocks, and I graduated from there, UCSB, for my college years, eons ago. And people were forgetting this. Fast fall forward, fall spring back. So you move so you got an extra hour of sleep last night, basically. And we moved, so 2 o'clock in the morning became 3 o'clock suddenly. And that was what wondrous things happened. But unfortunately, this fall, we are in fall, tomorrow is more dangerous than any other Monday, according to a recent study published in Journal of Experimental Criminology. Aggregated police records from across the country show a slight uptick in assaults the Monday after we gain an hour in the fall, followed by a mere decrease when we lose an hour in the spring. That's fascinating to me. The surprising results conflict with commonly held beliefs on sleep and mood. Which, by the way, I was watching or listening to the Terry Gross show, Fresh Air, and she had on this guy who just wrote a book about how we need more sleep in society, that you need at least 7 hours, which is very difficult for me because I get up at 4, and that means I really need to be in bed by 9, but sometimes stuff happens and I don't get to bed till 10. But he's like, no, you can't have 6 hours of sleep. It's bad for you. You need at least 7 or ideally 8, and you can't catch up on the weekend. That's not how the body works, and you're actually doing all these horrible things to yourself. And he read off a laundry list of horrible things I'm doing to myself because I stay up and I don't get enough sleep. So that guy was annoying, and he should shut up, because in today's world it can be very difficult to get enough sleep. I try, but still someone has to text me at 11 o'clock at night. And that can be annoying because everyone thinks we're all up to that time. Well, Rebecca Umbach, the study's co-author and criminology doctoral student at the University of Pennsylvania, said, "We were expecting the opposite of what we found. In the spring, people should be cranky and angry and act accordingly because we lose an hour of sleep, and that sucks. I love this time of year. It actually, today was more of a holiday to me than all the holiday. Getting that extra hour of sleep, I just love that. That's the greatest present of all. It should have just been, Christmas should have been moved to today, because that's how I feel. Speaking of Christmas, we're going to get to some Christmas songs in just a moment. But I thought I would share that with you, that little bit of knowledge. Okay. Finally, MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST.com, a wonderful website where you can help out the show through the Amazon link. There's all the past shows. You can hear past interviews that I did with Katie. You can help out the show through the Amazon link. Whatever you're going to buy on Amazon for Christmas or whatever, go to that link. And yes, Amazon is slowly taking over the world like the Borg. But they do this nice thing where they help us out. We get like a little, well, I haven't seen any money yet. But if you are going to shop on Amazon, go through MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST.com and click on that Amazon link. And there's also a PayPal if you'd like to help us out that way. Okay, and now let's get into an interview with the beautiful KATIE Garibaldi.
Into an interview.
Hi.
Is this KATIE Garibaldi?
Yes, it is. Hi, Mike.
Hi, KATIE. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. How's your baby shower going?
Oh, everything was fine. It was for my cousin's wife, so yeah, she's excited.
Oh, good. Does she know what she's gonna have?
Yeah, she's gonna have a boy.
Oh, one of me.
Another one of those in the world. No,
and then he'll grow up and have a podcast, and you'll be on that. And yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Well, welcome to Mike's Daily Podcast. I am talking to you from Cafe Anyway, located somewhere in Podcastro Valley today.
Cool.
I know that makes no sense, but hey, we met at a cafe once, and I recorded you at the Brain Cafe place. Brainwash.
Right. Brainwash, yeah.
That's right. Not to give them a free plug because they don't deserve it, but you and I were there and talking, and there were strange people, and it was fun.
Yeah, I think we saw like ZZ Top, from what I recall.
That's right, we saw ZZ Top there. I don't know if ZZ Top knew that they were there, but they were there, and they had beards and everything. Well, let me start by saying I'm excited that you have written a bunch of... First off, you've written so many great songs, and now you're welcome. You've written now a bunch of holiday songs, Christmas songs.
Yes.
I have got to ask you, like, how the heck did you do that? Because I understand the whole Christmas thing is weird. You've got to... If you're writing around Christmas time and you're in the spirit and there's people there with the... trees and the hats and the beards and the Yuletide festival thing is happening, and then you can write Christmas songs. But were you writing any of these like during the summer or in the spring or?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I actually. I wrote one of the songs which I released as a single last winter, and then last holiday, and then that just kind of like opened up this whole new world of inspiration for me. So I started writing even more Christmas songs since the beginning of the year. Oh. And I kind of thought, hey, I'm going to do a Christmas album, and I just figured maybe I'd do like half originals and half classic songs. But then I just kept writing. It was just this really like creative space I was in. So then it turned into all original, except for one. So.
Wait, what was that song you released last year as a Christmas song?
That was Tomorrow's Christmas Morning.
Oh, which I love. Yes.
Oh, thank you.
I love that song. Oh, it's so pretty.
Thank you.
What was the inspiration for that? And that's also on this album, right?
Right, yeah. I had to include it. It just went so well with the album.
What inspired you to write that?
That one, so the song's about being away from home and trying to make it back in time for Christmas morning, to spend it with the one you love. And I actually wrote it when I was out of town, and I was in Nashville, and I was in my hotel room, and it just kind of came out of nowhere, one of those songs that really just wrote itself. And so it was really inspired by pretty much a true story. I was away and I was missing my husband, but it wasn't necessarily Christmas time. I think it was in September, which it was like really hot over there in Nashville, so it was still like summertime.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how it came about.
I want to play it now. Let's listen to it.
Okay, great.
Snow's falling on your window. I'm falling asleep. Miles and miles in between us. I'll meet you in my dreams. They say that love takes a fool's heart, so maybe that's what we are. 'Cause baby, I should be holding you, but we're so far apart. Tomorrow is Christmas morning. I know this Christmas morning, and I'm in love with you. You'll wake up next to a pretty tree that's dressed in all our memories, and I'll open my eyes to this hotel room without you next to me. Oh, tomorrow is Christmas morning. I know you wish that I was home, and I do too. Oh, tomorrow is Christmas morning, and I'm in love with you.
What got you started in songwriting? Did you write from an early age, or was it something later that hit you?
I actually wrote from a really early age. I just was always humming melodies. I was always a melody kid, so even when I was like in elementary school, I remember just walking around always humming and thinking like, what song is this? And not really realizing I was like writing a song, and I just thought it was like a normal thing that maybe everybody did. And then once I picked up the guitar and fell in love with that kind of became my tool to, get those songs out of me and get them organized into an actual format. And that was about 11 years old at the time. And I've just been writing ever since.
11 years old. And do you still work with Guitar Player Magazine?
Guitar Player? Yeah, I do some stuff for them. I do like transcription work, so I get to hear all the interviews, all the good stories, that some of the stuff they don't print, which is fun.
Very instructive, I bet, because you're learning like sort of the inside workings of what other guitarists are doing.
Yeah, it is really cool, and they do a great job just getting behind the stories of people's inspiration and how they kind of find their own sound and their own creative tone. So it is pretty cool. It's interesting.
I don't know why I subscribed to that magazine for like a year. I don't know why, because I don't play the guitar. I think I was subscribing to Keyboard Player Magazine, and they gave me that as an extra. I don't know. But
that's cool.
I love Keyboard Player Magazine. Wait, is that a magazine? Or Keyboard Magazine or something like that?
Yeah, they still have that. So,
who produced your new holiday Christmas album, KATIE Garibaldi, Christmas Time?
It's self-produced, so I produce it, but my engineer, Justin Weiss, he's amazing, and he just is, I call him a wizard. Like, he's super fast and efficient, and he had a lot of input as well, but yeah, I'm just lucky that I found him. He also engineered the single for Tomorrow's Christmas Morning, so it all fit together.
The times I love the most.
Times I love the most. Yeah, so that actually came from, so the song is about being in California during Christmas time when, the sun is out and a lot of people are going to the snow, but I just am talking about preferring to be in the sunshine and on the beach. That actually came about because I was on tour last December, and I was driving down the coast to my gigs, and I had this melody in my head that I kept singing, and finally the words turned into, let's take a drive on down the coast, and these are the times I love the most. And since it was Christmas time, I kept getting these Christmas lyrics in my head. So I kind of recorded different clips on my phone, and by the time I got home, I just put the whole song together, and that's the song.
Let's take a drive on down the coast. Beat the rush and leave before the sun comes up. We don't need much, baby, we're all we've got. These are the times I love the most. Our friends are headed to the snow. They think the weather makes the holiday, but honey, we can do it our own way. These are the times I love the most. And they can have themselves a white Christmas in the cold. We'll dig our feet in the sand, build a sandman. When it gets too hot, we'll take the boat. These are the times I love the most.
Okay, Happy Merry Christmas is the one
Yes.
that has something to do with your husband.
Yeah, it's about being a newlywed during Christmas time. So that's you got it.
And I met him at Zocalo's, and he seemed very nice.
Thank you.
And you guys, you post a lot of stuff on your Instagram of all the cool places that you play. Mm-hmm. And you've played at some amazing venues, beautiful places, wineries, churches. You're playing at a church soon.
Yeah, I'm playing at a church for the album release show, for the Home Sweet Christmas album release, and it's in San Francisco. And it's called the Bethany United Methodist Church, and it's just gorgeous. I can't wait to play there. It's going to be really cool.
And when you play at wineries, do they give you free wine?
Yes,
That's
most of the
question.
time.
I wanted to get some free wine.
Well, you have to come to a gig, and I'll be like, "This is my roadie. He deserves a glass."
Now you win so many. All right, so wait, let's play Home Sweet Christmas here. I mean, Happy Merry Christmas from the album Home Sweet Christmas. Did I say that all right, or am I?
Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
You got it.
It's our first holiday since we promised love forever. So let's make it count in every way. 'Cause you're my happy ever after. The holidays feel new since we said I do. Happy Merry Christmas, you're all I want every year. Lights are bright and church bells are ringing. Happy Merry Christmas. It's almost a new year, a new adventure that will start, filling up our home with love so dear. Home is wherever you are. Something old and new, something borrowed and blue. Happy Merry Christmas, you're all I want every year. Lights are bright and church bells are ringing. Happy Merry Christmas.
Tell me about all these awards you keep winning all the time. You're winning awards.
Well, I've been winning for my music video, Delightful, and it just won its 37th award. It's been making its rounds around the film festivals.
Dang.
And, yeah, it's been really crazy, and it's just like, I'm just kind of like beside myself about it because it's weird to think about. I've seen the video, but, you know, still new people are seeing it, and it's like really exciting every time I know that someone new has seen it. And yeah, it's been really fun, and we actually recently shot my next music video, which is for the new album, and that's going to come out in December. so I'm really excited to show that to the world as well. Can't wait.
Where can they find all of your stuff? You have KatieGaribaldi.com, right?
Yeah, KatieGaribaldi.com. All my links are on there. My YouTube is Katie Garibaldi. Delightful is on there as well.
What's it like? You've gone to all these award shows, things, and there's people giving you awards, and then you get interviewed. And what's that whole thing like? Is it a gas?
Yeah, it's really fun. It's really exciting. And
do you have to keep coming up with different dresses?
Yeah, that too. That's a fun part. Yeah, it's just really surreal because the film world is a whole other world. You know, it's mostly filmmakers there and directors and people actually in the film business. And I'm, of course, an artist and a songwriter, so it's like whole different conversations when I'm at like the after parties and talking to people at the awards, and I have no clue what they're talking about half the time, but I've learned a lot. Like they'll be sharing like actors' names and things like that, and I'm like, I don't know who that is. But yeah, it's been really cool, and just seeing how many talented, filmmakers there are, and how many talented people in the indie film world that, maybe not a lot of people know about because they're independent, kind of similar to the indie songwriter deal. But yeah, it's been really cool. It's been inspiring. Any
cool celebrities you've met that have stood out in your brain at these things, or?
I can't think of names off the top of my head, but there have been like actors and directors who I recognize their face, and I'm like, I think I've seen that person on a Lifetime movie, or and
Hallmark Channel.
The Hallmark Channel, which I'm trying to get my music on. So this is the Christmas album.
Oh, that would be perfect, because all they do is show Christmas movies this time of year.
Right.
With all these people from Party of Five. These actresses that were on that show, and other ones from the 90s TV shows.
Right. Yeah, I love it. I love everything about it, and my dream is to have one of my Christmas songs on a Hallmark Christmas movie. So
it just so happens that the Hallmark Channel listens to my podcast religiously. So,
awesome.
Hey, Vanessa Marcel and girl that used to be on Sex and the City, the brunette one. Hey, put Katie Garibaldi on your movies.
Call me.
What? Any musicians or famous songwriter people? Any folk artists, rock stars, or anybody other than yourself that you've met? Have you met yourself? You're very nice.
I'm still meeting myself. You mean just at the film fest?
Yeah.
I can't think of someone off the top of my head, but I know there's people. I'm just
wonderful.
Yeah.
I think they should all meet you. And they should hear your beautiful rendition of Silent Night, which is on your album, which I'm going to play now.
Thanks. Okay, great.
Home Sweet Christmas. Why this song, Silent Night? Is it because it's in the public domain?
Well, that was an extra bonus. That was a good call. But it's my favorite Christmas song, so I just did it for sentimental reasons, and I've always wanted to record it with strings. So
you know what else is in the public domain is Sherlock Holmes. So I am just coming out with a new book called Sherlock Holmes. I hope you like it.
That sounds great.
It's different, Mike. It's not when a musician, you're doing your interpretation of Silent Night, Katie Garibaldi, and it's very beautiful. I very much liked it. So I'm playing it now.
Thank you. Okay.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant.
Garibaldi from the album Home Sweet Christmas. Where can they find this album?
Well, the album officially releases December 1st, but you can pre-order it now at my website, KatieGaribaldi.com. And then, once it's released, it'll be on all the digital formats, iTunes and Spotify and all that good stuff.
Katie, your hair is beautiful.
Thank you.
My ex-wife's cousin once did your hair.
Oh, that's random.
For your wedding. I think we discussed this last interview.
Oh my God, yeah. Yeah. Small world.
Yeah, I think they came down from somewhere in the middle of California to do it. I forget.
Yeah.
Where. Yeah. But that's neither here nor there, or over there, or up there, or Merry Christmas. I love Christmas time. I would wear... First off, I like to wear those Santa hats.
Oh, yeah?
And that's wonderful. And so that's what I love. And I love adding Christmas music to my, what do you call it? The hard drive on your computer, and then you play it, and you use like a Windows Media Player or something. And I like to just only play the Christmas stuff. So that your album has now been added to that playlist. So thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. I love Christmas music, too. I could listen to it all year. I have been, actually, this whole year. So,
wow.
I was joking because we had we have a bunch of candy canes at the house because I ordered some for my shows and stuff like that. So I was joking to give out candy canes for the trick-or-treaters because it was just Halloween. but yeah, people thought I was serious. They're like, "You can't do that." I'm like, "Oh, joking, but why not? They're good candy."
Tim Burton kind of did it with Nightmare Before Christmas, where he mixed Halloween with Christmas, so...
Yeah, it works.
Well, I want to sing for you my favorite Christmas song until your album came along. Then all those are my favorite Christmas songs. But remember this one? Feed the world. Do they know it's Christmas time at home?
Wait, do I know that one? What is that?
Band-Aid. It's Christmas time. It's Spanish hate. In a world of plenty, you could sing a song of joy. Throw your arms around the world at Christmas time.
Oh my gosh, why do I know this song?
So say a prayer. Pray for the other ones at Christmas time. No, not ringing a bell?
I mean, it sounds familiar. I just I don't know the context.
It was all those 80s artists that did it.
Oh, okay.
George Michael was on it. Sadly, we lost him at Christmas time last year. So.
Oh, that's right.
And he ironically had a song called Last Christmas. So.
Oh, that's right.
Which Taylor Swift covered.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But we could go on and on about Christmas songs. Katie, thank you for putting me in the Christmas spirit.
Of course. Thank you.
Katie Garibaldi, enjoy the rest of your baby shower. That's not your baby, but is your cousin's baby. No, wait, your cousin-in-law. Anyway, happy Merry Christmas to you.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Mike.
Thank you, Katie. Woo! Yes, so looking forward to that show on December 2nd. And Bethany United Methodist Church, I think it was. You can correct me if you rewind and you can hear that again. Or you can FF and fast forward to the end, because the end is almost here. Just the end of the podcast, not the end of the world. I remain optimistic as we go outside a cafe anyway, where we bring you Mike's Daily Podcast somewhere in Podcastro Valley, or 10 today, because we're actually in Pleasanton today. Tomorrow, the next show should be in Fremont, if all goes well. But the next show will feature the wonderful Madame Rootabega, Valentino, and Bison Bentley. Thanks for listening, and I hope you have a wonderful Christmas. Christmas is this wonderful time. Makes me feel so warm inside. damn, I am jonesing for some eggnog.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST.com. Email Mike now at MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST@gmail.com. See you tomorrow. Bye!